Hey everyone, happy Thursday morning. Thanks for joining me. It's really hard to tell in here if I've got enough light or too much light. So if you join me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know how the light looks on your end because it's really hard to tell. Facebook's so glitchy anymore. I don't know. It's been acting weird. And so it's really hard for me to tell what it looks like on the other end until I view it later. And then I think, oh, I had too much light or not enough light. So somebody, if you're on there, respond and let me know what it looks like so I can adjust if necessary. So hey, today we are talking contouring and highlighting. This is one of the things that I get asked about the most. And women say, it's just so confusing. I don't want to bother with it. It's just too much work, or I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make it look right, so I just don't bother. It's really not that hard, and it doesn't have to be confusing. Just a couple of small tricks. And I'll tell you what I do. I use regular foundation. I have got the stick foundation in cashmere. It's slightly darker than my normal chiffon color, which I've already got on. I like to use the organza spray, and I use that underneath my eyes instead of concealer. So you're gonna see me put a little bit of that on. Let me make sure I've got the organza. Yes, this is the organza. I like to use our bronzer to do a little bit of contouring, and I use a fan brush with that. This is the Beachfront Bronzer in Hermosa. And I'll give you another little tip. A lot of ladies like to use this in place of blush. So I'll show you that option as well. And then I've got, for highlighting, I've got the Luminizer in a stick formula, and I'll show you how to apply that. So let's get started. I'm gonna start, first of all, I don't have any blush on, so let's start with blush. I'm using Seductive in the Minerals style blush. This is the slightly older style. So let me grab, and here's the color. You can see there. Let me grab a brush here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put on some blush. I'm just gonna tap into that and then tap off any excess. And I'm gonna put it a little bit high on my cheekbones and the apples of my cheeks because of gravity. When I smile, it's in the right place. But when I don't smile, it tends to droop down lower. So I like to put it just a little bit higher on my cheekbones. And don't worry, this looks really dramatic. It is gonna get blended in so it'll look more natural when I'm all done. Okay, then I'm going to take a fan brush and I'm gonna use that Beachfront Bronzer. And you can do this just as a blush if you'd like. I like to use it right along the bottom of my blush. I apologize. Beagle. This is what I get for having 5 beagles, right? So I like to put the bronzer just right slightly under where my blush goes. All right, then I'm gonna go back and grab that cashmere. And this is just the regular stick foundation. And I like to put that right here in the hollows of my cheeks, right below where my blush would go. I also like to add it right here along my jawbone. What I'm trying to do is to slim my face, where I'm gonna use the darker color. That's gonna make that recede and go in, because I'm trying to make my really wide, large face look slightly smaller. I also like to do a little bit along the top of my forehead and along the sides of my nose, which tends to be a little bit too big. So there we go. So I'm gonna make, and the tip, because it's a little long, I'm gonna make those areas look smaller. And then I'm just gonna take my regular kabuki brush and I'm gonna blend that in. I'm sorry, there was probably a jogger or a bicyclist going by. And that's how simple it really is. And you can get online, you can Google this, and you can get on Pinterest, and you can see for different face shapes, different suggestions about where to put your contour and where to put your highlight. And it's sort of up to each person and up to your, face shape and what you like. There's no right or wrong necessarily. I mean, everybody's different. Every face is different. And it depends on the look you're going for. Now, do I go through all of this for just an everyday, I'm going to work look? Absolutely not. I use this more for dressy occasions, if I'm going to be getting photographs done. I don't contour and highlight every single day. Now let's go to let's go next to the organza spray. I like to put that underneath my eyes. Sometimes I don't get enough sleep, let's face it, especially when I'm getting up really early in the morning with my Chinese kiddos. So I like to put a little bit of organza right under here and buff that in. Helps me look a little bit more awake. Camouflages those dark circles. Another little trick that I like to use to really make my eyes look more wide awake is to use a really light color. I used this one today. This is an old, a summer color that we had. It's one of the beachfront colors, and I can't tell you the actual name of this one. Let me look. Grab my glasses. It is just called Gold, and it's a real shimmery liquid eyeshadow. It's got a tiny little applicator, and I like to take this really shimmery gold champagne color and I pop that right on the inner corner of my eye, right in there, because that will make my eyes look more wide awake, like I got some sleep. Okay, and then last, let me grab my Illuminizer. This is where I'm going to add my highlights. Again, it's a stick formula, so I'm just going to put that right along the top of my blush. And I also like to put just a tad bit right there. Not that that's going to show with my mask on today. And then I go back again with my kabuki brush and just blend that in. Super well. And there you go. And that's basically it for contouring and highlighting. Just remember, you're going to use the darker color where you want things to go inward. You want things to recede. You want things to not be noticeable. And then you're going to use the highlighter or Illuminizer on areas that you want to come out. You want to highlight, you want to come forward a little bit. So that's why I put that along the top of my cheekbones, because I want to show the attention here and I want it to go in here to make my face look thinner. Because let's face it, old age, it happens, gravity. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, please drop them down below or DM me and I'll be glad to talk to you. I do one-on-one tutorials. I'll be glad to meet with you and either in person or on Zoom and walk you through it and help you out. So don't hesitate to ask. All right, that's it for today, friends. I've got a dash, so thanks for joining me and I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.